Hello, everybody. Welcome to another session here. Just wanted to go over some fantastic trades that I've taken over the last 3 or 4 days. Despite the market kind of selling off right before this U.S. presidential election, and of course a second increase in spike in COVID cases. So some very volatile market conditions, but this is one area that we can really be careful, but also at the same time learn to take advantage of opportunities where they lie. Now, one of the keys to my success is being able to build a process and a trading plan. You hear it all the time. Hey, you have to have a trading plan before you get in. But what does that mean? Well, many traders agree on several things that need to be in a particular plan. But for me, I look at really 7 different things, and we'll kind of go over it today on some of these trades. But basically, you want to look at some variable indicators. You also want to look at what the market condition is doing, and then of course you want to be very, very picky and trade 1 or 2 setups. So let's go ahead and talk about it now. So here I posted on my Twitter feed. Just today in trading, if you focus on the process, the money will follow. Today was a perfect example in MGEN. MGEN was the day's largest gainer. I've been kind of watching it. We had this spike up in the morning into this kind of consolidation, and then another spike that broke high day. And I got in on this little dip that continued to push upward on increased or sustained volume and getting out before it continued to dip again. So this is your classic traditional afternoon ABCD pattern, where you have a run up in the morning, which is your A. You have your kind of consolidation, and then reaching a low point of B, and then making some lower highs with another push, which is your C, and then typically you would get in right at the breakout on the D. Unfortunately, I missed this one, but it was on my radar. So I waited for it to dip back up, and then I saw some increased volume, got in at 122, and then of course exited right at 134 before, as you can see, it kind of started to tank. So the first thing I look at when I look at these trades is, where does it fit kind of on the daily chart, right? So if you look at the daily chart here, we can see this kind of long traditional decline, and then a spike, and then another decline, another spike. So we have a history of spiking here to $4.50, here to about $3.74, here to about $2.27, 164, 161, and again today testing that 160 range. So we could see that this was had a history of bouncing and had a history of moving up. The second thing I do is I look at Finviz to break down the actual parameters of the particular ticker. So I'm looking at short float, shares outstanding, market cap, short interest, what the relative volume is, what the current volume on the day is, and of course if it has any news or catalyst that can spike it, or basically ask the question, why is it spiking, right? What's making it move? Then I'm looking at the general market environment. I mean, I use a variety of sources, not just Finviz for that, but I'm looking at market environment. So the Dow is down today, nearly 1,000 points. NASDAQ also down, as well as the S&P, and you can see all this red here. Long story short, you definitely want to look at the market environment from a top-down analysis, because that is going to tell you that traditionally 3 out of 4 tickers follow the overall market trend. So I almost didn't trade today, but I wanted to include that today in this particular trade today because I did see that opportunity. Now, just going back, yesterday I had another trade in AKD. Again, we have this ramp up in the morning, B which is the low, then this kind of consolidation, breakout over the high, which is where I entered right before that breakout on increased volume, and of course sold half my position here and then here. Market was also kind of in turmoil yesterday. It was a little more choppy yesterday, but it's still kind of heading downwards. The day before that, on Monday, got into DSS. It's a little bit more tricky. It's not as clean of a chart, but again, we have this ramp up, this consolidation, and then another increase. And I played it safe by just trading this small move right up here. Again, beautiful volume, and just being very, very selective and very patient. So if you want to learn more, feel free to check out my